taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
On the jump. Here we go. Start. Panther 60. Panther 6. Mustang 19.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And the big boys up. They're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So fourth from the bottom, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Covington.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Covington.
That is caught by
And
Laporta.
he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
And the Lions first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Unlock Lions, unlock Lions. Bronco elite, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready? 70 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Operating from the gun. Covington. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check smash, check smash. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Back to throw.
Covington. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
In motion, the tight end. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
70, Cup 19, Cup 19, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Covington. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Penix. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up with safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't, but for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Lions, 1st down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Lions.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Covington. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to throw. Covington. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Formation for the Lions.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. After 1, it's 9-0. A play fake. Now Penix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Robinson up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Covington. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the left side, he finds Teslau. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of
22 yards there, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 13. And that's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Go.
Operating from the gun. Covington. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Falcons at 2-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Ready? 60 by.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And the Lions first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready. No. Come on. Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
70, Dragon 60. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
And complete to Drake London.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Falcons first down.
To the air, Penix. The man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Into the hands of London.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll throw with Penix.
It's caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And now they'll shift things around.
First and 10 at the 23.
Looking to throw Penix.
complete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
19 light, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60.
Throwing again, Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Penix. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
For Atlanta.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get it. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Looking to throw. Covington. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off play action. Covington. And it's a 7-yard catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. Takedown, 47 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That one deep for London. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
65 check, 1918.
To throw from his end zone. Covington. Caught left side. Here's Dell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Back to throw. Covington. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 22.
That's good.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
70 range. Here we go. Set. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Covington firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
The offense on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Back to throw. Covington. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it up to the 15, showing off some fancy footwork there on the play. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And this one's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points.
Now and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Jalen Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 79 Broncos. Ready?
Looking to throw. Covington. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Covington. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 45 yards. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Looking to throw. Covington. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Covington. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They're down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
And looking to throw, Penix sets up the screen to Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. 79 Bronco. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now Penix. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Okay, break.
Robinson, touchdown Falcons. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one.